That's one of our clients he's cozying up to.
Oh, Matt, we only just got here.
Have you got a death wish?
Let's not turn ugly.
Hey, dump your rubbish on my drive.
Did you?
Well, he's going to have a hard time proving it. We saw you do it. Did you? Did you see me?
What did I tell you this morning? I'm sorry, we're not in the business of sabotage. Send me the bill. I'll pay for the clean-up.
It's not about the money.
Well, well, well. I didn't expect to see you lot together.
Go away.
Can't do that, I'm afraid, Jimmy. I'm here on business, not pleasure, and you're just in time for the group photograph. So if you don't mind taking your positions, please, gents.
You might want to touch up your makeup. You look a bit peaky.
Got no right to treat me like this.
No talking, please. Right, we just need to take a DNA sample.
I'm not a criminal.
Open wide.
I can't believe you didn't tell me.
I wasn't allowed to. I was told to keep it in the family.
I'm your fiancée.
Oh, well, you know what Viv's like.
Well, obviously I don't. I mean, if I'd known what was going on, I wouldn't have gone ahead with the presentation. Chloe!
Oh.
Letty! What do you want?
Cup of tea and a fondant fancy.
We're closed, Betty.
Oh, yes, it's a terrible business, isn't it? Surely Vivian wouldn't do out that was underhand. But then they have carted her and Bob off.
Well, Bob went of his own free will.
Viv didn't. Arrested she was before our very eyes. You must be feeling all right, Charlie, after all the fuss you made of her.
Yes, I suppose I must.
Well, thanks for dropping by, Betty. Come on.
Yeah, well, my thoughts are with you all at this difficult time.
Thank you.
Pomard, can you boys move a bit closer, please?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Get your hands off me.
You're such a sore loser.
Do something!
That's enough! When you gonna grow up?
Sorry about that. 2 pints of best, please.
What the hell do you think you were doing?
He started it.
This is a business function. I didn't invite you along so you could bring my company into disrepute.
I cannot be blamed for Matthew's actions.
You can be blamed for your own.
Oh, just get off me back. Just calm down, okay?
I'm calm.
You shouldn't have brought him here.
I was under the misguided impression that we're all responsible adults.
Mrs. Hope, the sooner we start, the sooner we'll be finished.
I'm not saying anything until my solicitor gets here.
Interview suspended at 14:25.
And don't imagine I'm hanging around here all day.
Tell me about this car you sold.
Well, we were a bit strapped for cash.
Were you?
Yeah, Viv needed to return the money that she took from the cashometer.
Well, she shouldn't have taken it in the first place.
There was no malicious intent. My wife is, well, she's an impetuous woman. She acts on instinct, but she knows right from wrong. That's why we sacrificed the car. Every penny has been returned to where it came from. Nobody has lost out.
Certainly not you and your wife.
I beg your pardon?
You've just admitted that your wife has a cavalier approach to fundraising.
No, all I was admitting was that she's sometimes a bit overzealous. What's the first thing that she did when she realised her error? She came to you voluntarily.
Maybe she knew the net was closing in and thought that crying about being duped would get her off the hook.
Oh, that's it, and I'm not talking to you anymore.
Well, have I hit a nerve?
I came to you voluntarily to set things straight. And I'm trying to be cooperative, I'm trying to be truthful, You just seem to have made up your mind already.
Wait, fancy some actors? Bring it on.
Jimmy's right, you're not worth the effort.
You can end this whenever you want. All you have to do is give us access to the landfill site.
No way. What do you think Dad would make of you now?
Business is business. He knew that.
Not stabbing your brothers in the back. If he were alive, he'd tan your hide.
Well, it's a good job I killed him then.
What did you say? You heard.
Vodka tonic, please.
Here, I'll get that.
Why?
Suit yourself, it's only a drink.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Jasmine, have you found out anything?
No, the police are refusing to comment.
Jamie and Louise were looking decidedly shifty when I saw them earlier.
Oi, could we focus on the task at hand, please?
What task's that?
Online dating.
Edna, I'd never have guessed.
Not me, these three flibbity gibbets. I don't suppose you've got a computer tucked away that we could borrow, have you?
Strangely, no.
Ah. But I know a man who has.
David, I think you wanted.
Could we borrow this for a minute?
What?
Your lap job. Laptop. Yeah. We're after finding an edible bachelor for Pearl's internet.
Oh, well, I'm kind of doing something, so... Go on, then.
Oh, you're an angel.
Good lad.
Thank you. That was very generous of you.
Yeah, well, I can be a nice guy when I want to be.
I don't suppose you could show us how to use it, could you? Because I've got to do an online profile. And then we're going to use it to trap the man of her dreams.
Oh, that could take forever.
I'm sure you can spare the time.
Oh, why not? I've got nothing better to do.
Have you seen Carl?
I've not been looking for him.
He's not answering his phone.
Carl! Carl!
Ambulance. Hodden Golf Club.
Your lawyers in court won't be free until 6.
What? I got twins at home. Okay, ask me your questions.
Interview resumed at 15:30. Tell me about the car you sold to Miss Nichols.
I had to cover the shortfall.
Do you mean the money you took from the charity fund?
I don't mean anything. I admit I foolishly allocated some money to the cot death fund. I shouldn't have. But when I realised my mistake, I made amends by donating money out of my own pocket. Now, if that makes me guilty, then the whole world has gone mad.
I suppose that makes a reasonable argument.
Thank you.
But that's not actually what we're here to discuss.
What's in there?
You haven't covered your tracks quite as cleverly as you'd like to think.
He's got to be all right. They're keeping him in overnight to monitor his progress, but still, thank heavens. What?
How do you people live with yourselves?
I had nothing to do with this.
We both know who did it. Are you just going to stand by and pretend you're an impartial observer?
Of course I'm not impartial. They're my brothers, but this is my problem, not yours. Don't you dare presume to think that you know us.
Okay, finally, personality. How would you describe yourself?
Modest and unassuming. You're not going to win any hearts with that. Put fun-loving and adventurous.
Oh, no, I'm not so sure about that. Sounds as if she puts out on first date.
Do you?
Certainly not. I like to play hard to get.
Reminds me of somebody I used to go out with.
How about outgoing and vivacious? Me to a T.
Okay, outgoing, vivacious. Search. Let's see what we come up with, shall we?
What's happened?
Well, there's a bloke here from Sheffield who likes countdown and bowls.
Don't want a bowls player.
Oh, he don't play, he just watches it on telly.
Oh, is that it?
No, there's another bloke here from Scunthorpe. Look, he's posted a picture of himself.
Oh, he's a fine-looking fella.
Yeah, I think that picture might be a bit out of date. He's 84 years old.
Oh, Edna will have him. I most certainly will not.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Why aren't people honest about themselves? I mean, they're bound to get found out in the end.
If you recall, that is precisely what I said when Pearl put her age down as 57. White lies don't count.
So, anyone else?
No, that's your lot, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's the internet all over, isn't it? Promises you the earth and gives you Scunthorpe. Oh, come on. There's got to be a decent fella knocking around somewhere.
Well, maybe we should take the matter into our own hands.
What do you mean?
Buy me a white wine spritzer and I'll tell you.
Hey.
Now look what you've started. It'll end in tears.
Now what?
For the benefit of the tape, I am showing Mrs. Hope a copy of the contract she signed on the 28th of November, making her chief executive of the Happy Smile Children's Foundation.
That's nonsense.
Are you denying that that's your signature?
Freddie asked me to put my name to something, but he said it was for legal purposes.
Why did you transfer £50,000 into your personal bank account 5 days later?
I didn't.
It's right there in front of you, Mrs. Hope.
I don't have a Skipdale account.
Not anymore, you don't. The money you deposited was withdrawn a week later. The account closed a day after that. Suppose you found yourself a handy offshore haven.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the tens of thousands of pounds that you collected for charity that have mysteriously vanished into thin air.
It's Freddie you should be talking to.
I can't talk to him because he's mysteriously vanished as well.
Why won't you believe me?
All the evidence suggests you've been obtaining money by deception. We're going to find out what you've done with the cash sooner or later. It would help you if you cooperated.
I am cooperating. I don't know anything about bank accounts and thousands of pounds. I've just been trying to do my bit for charity.
The evidence is staring you in the face.
You going to charge me?
Not yet. You'll be released on police bail pending further inquiries. Interview terminated at 15:50. Deal with her, will you?
How are you?
I felt better. Where's Jimmy?
Are you well enough to speak to the police?
Why? Have you phoned him?
Not yet.
Well, don't.
Matthew attacked you with a golf club. You can't let him get away with
I'm
that.
not pressing charges.
Carl?
It was a random act of violence. My back was turned. I saw nothing. Okay?
What the hell have you done?
How is he?
How is he? How do you think he is, Matt? Your own brother, beaten to a pulp. He's lucky to be alive.
I stopped. He didn't show Dad the same kindness.
Oh, that's how this family works now, is it? Bump each other off and the last man standing walks off with the spoils. Well, I'm not having it. Jay, this isn't right.
You ought to be old enough to know better. Well, we're not. Yeah, well, like I was saying, instead of letting someone else make the choices for us, we take the bull by the horns.
If there are any horny old bulls out there...
Oh, of course there are. We just need to hunt them out. Are you suggesting that we go on the bull? Of course not. Oh. Well, not exactly. But what if we get the fellas to come to us? How? Speed dating. Oh, now I've heard everything. Yeah, we'll see what's on the table face to face. I think that's a very good idea. Yes, there must be at least 200 fellas on that internet site. They can't all be older incontinent. So, we pick the time and the place for the speed dating. We put an ad online and Bob's your barman.
Oh. Nothing ventured, I suppose.
I like it. You're too easily pleased. Are you still here? Now, all we need is a venue.
It's dead sweet, them looking for love at their age.
Well, you're never too old, I suppose.
Yeah. Look, talking about turning back the clock.
In your dreams?
Sorry, I thought you were...
What? Desperate?
No, you've been giving me the coming all afternoon.
Oh, David, I'm sorry. I hate to shatter your deluded male ego, but it's going to take a lot more than a few vodka and tonics to get me back into bed.
Well, so why string me along?
What? I'm just trying to be nice.
Drag you down as a cheap little tease.
What did you call her?
It's all right. David's just leaving.
Too right, I am. She's all yours, mate. Sloppy seconds.
Allow me to escort you from the premises.
Problem? No, it's all taken care of. Thank you.
But like I was saying, tomorrow afternoon will suit us fine.
Oh, that's a bit short notice.
Well, at our age, we haven't got time to hang around.
Hey, we could always offer a free buffet.
Marlon could rustle up something.
Well, that's agreed then.
Excuse me, I've agreed nothing.
It'll be good for business.
Filling my pub with desperate old men.
It's the old women who are the desperate ones.
Oh, come on, Diane. It'll boost your afternoon trade.
We'll be done and dusted by tea time.
And home for Coco if we play our cards right.
Go on, then.
Thanks. You are one in a million.
I hope I'm not going to regret this.
You will.
What kept you?
Don't just stand there.
Come to admire your handiwork?
Go on.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, I should have kept my mouth shut, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Any road, we bought you something to eat and a few mags. The nurse confiscated the smutty one, so I reckon a bed bath's out of the question.
Ow. Thank you.
I don't believe this. He could have killed you.
Yeah, but he didn't. You're going to be as right as rain, aren't you?
Indestructible, mate.
Me and my big mouth.
Look, Bob, I'm sure you haven't told them anything that they didn't already know.
Well, that's not the impression your mate Natalie was giving me.
Just try not to worry.
Not worry? My wife, your mother's been arrested.
Well, she's not been charged.
No, not yet. But she could be, couldn't she? That's the direction they're trying to push this in. Donna, I'd like you to be honest with me.
I don't know any more than you do, Bob. Mum!
Oh, come on, let's get you home.
I can't face it.
You have to.
What are people going to say?
Heath and Kathy are waiting for us. Now, it'll be sorted, won't it?
Of course it will.
Well, he's going to be okay. You heard the doctor. The important thing is that we know where the line is. You crossed it today, big time. Oh, don't pretend like you don't care. I saw your face today in the hospital. He's your brother. You're never going to hurt him again. Do you understand? I want to hear you say it.
Get out my face.